Ciao a tutti. It's with great pleasure that we're going to have with us Enrico Gualtieri, Head of Power Unit. Enrico, can you hear us? Is the reception okay?
Yes, the reception is good. Ciao, Mark.
Ciao, Enrico. So let's talk for the next race, the USGP at Austin. Can you tell us the main characteristics of the track?
Yeah, Austin is really an incredible track. You have two long straights, and beside these long straights, you have different types of corners. You start and immediately you have a slope into turn one. Then you go into a sequence of very high speed corners. Then you slow down a bit in turn 8 and 9, and then you have a blind at turn 10. Then you have a very long straight into a hard braking into turn 12, and then you are in the last sector and then into again the main stage. So all in all, it's a complete range track in which it will be important to find an effective car balance, and the setup will be important. It's bumpy. This point will be important to be considered. And finally, I would mention also ambient temperatures. It's a place in which, depending on when or where the wind is blowing, it could be really a different type of temperatures even across the weekend. So it will be important to see how it will affect the car balance, aerodynamics, and even the tire wear.
So how is this track for the power unit, taking into account this very long straight?
Well, in terms of power units, the circuit is medium to high sensitivity. Given the layout of the track, it will be really important to focus on the power deployment. So you need to have quite a reactive power unit in the high-speed corners, but at the same time a smooth and good drivability out of the slow corners. It will be important anyway to optimize everything, specifically on the performance side, also given the wide track that could allow the drivers to try different trajectories over the track itself.
So there's been a lot of talk about the new power unit. You are the best person to talk to us. How is this upgrade performing? Are you happy? How is this technology working? Because a lot of people want to know more.
So far, we are, let's say, quite happy with the feedbacks that we have had from the track. It has been quite an hard work, and the credit really goes to all the people or the guys that worked on these projects. So we changed the technology, raising the level of voltage of the operating system of energy storage close to double. Every single bit of the ERS system changed to be somehow suited to this new operating condition and get the most out of the level of efficiency. So energy storage was changed really a lot. Batteries, despite keeping the same chemistry of the previous version, but also the electric motors had to change a lot. We had a lot of redesign, and together with them, also the control electronics, finally. All in all, quite a big upgrade. And you know, when you bring to the track such an upgrade, you always try to prepare yourself at the best. This is why it's so important for us to have been able to anticipate by quite far amount of races the introduction of the new system. Because running on different conditions, on different tracks, it's really important for us to be sure that we are going to shape the car in 2022 accordingly.
And how much this huge effort that was done in Maranello, and we've seen in the track, of course, that may have an impact into fighting for the third place in Constructors' Championship, and as well ahead of 2022, because I guess this is a power unit that it's going to be very useful, this technology very useful for 2022.
Yeah, absolutely. The main target with such evolution was in view of 2022. So it will be important for us to accumulate as much as we can the experience in view of 22. But it's true as well that, as you said, yes, it's important to have brought a bit of performance with this upgrade, also for the fight of the third position that, as you know, is still our target for this season.
Thank you very much, Enrico, and of course, best of luck.
Thanks, Mark. Bye, everyone.